Hello, my name is Sarah and I'm a pre-sales engineer at RSM. And in this video, I'm going to be providing a demonstration of allocation schedules in NetSuite. NetSuite supports fixed and dynamic allocation schedules, as well as intercompany allocation schedules that can be both dynamic or fixed. To begin, let's review a fixed allocation schedule here that is allocating rent expenses by departments. For every allocation schedule, you have control over the frequency at which you want NetSuite to search the environment for any transactions to run for allocation. The frequency options include options like monthly, quarterly, annually, and even as frequently as hourly if you would like that. You can then choose between remind forever or a number remaining, in which if you want to memorize for a specific period of time, like just 12 months, you could put a number remaining of 12 and set the frequency to monthly. The Source tab gets populated with what accounts and segments you would like NetSuite to run this allocation schedule on. So for this example, NetSuite is looking for expenses posted to 6206 rent expense account and any of the segments. The Destination tab is populated with the segments and any various accounts, as well as the specific weights that this allocation schedule should be allocating against. You'll notice you can make a selection here for the values being percentages, which would then say in this scenario that the administration department receives 40% of the allocated balance, engineering receives 5%, and so on. Otherwise, if you populate the weights and do not select values are percentages, then NetSuite will calculate the weighted amounts based on the weights inputted here. I've also selected to use source accounts. However, if there is a different account that these expenses should be allocated to, I can input that here on the Account tab. A dynamic allocation schedule is very similar, with one important distinction in that the allocation is going to be weighted based on a statistical account. For this example, the statistical account is headcount, and this is managing the weights of the amount of people that are part of each department. And how you update those statistical registers in NetSuite is through statistical journal entries. Then when you create a dynamic allocation schedule, the weights that are present in the statistical account are what are sourced into the allocation schedule. So we can see here, the administration balance has a headcount of 8 people, engineering has a headcount of 2 people, and then those weights are calculated respectively. Finally, here's an example of an intercompany allocation schedule that works very similarly, but adds additional functionality for you to then allocate expenses to your different subsidiaries on the Destination tab. You can easily manage your allocation schedules in one place by leveraging the dashboard reminder for allocation schedules due. Selecting the reminder will take me to a page where I can see all of my allocation schedules that are due for posting. I can see here that I have some that are well overdue and ones that are currently due in this quarter. I can then select Enter to then let NetSuite run the allocation schedule that I am selecting. Once the allocation schedule has been initiated, then NetSuite will generate the journal entries for allocation of expenses. We can see an example here on the History tab of the dynamic allocation schedule, and I can see every time that this allocation schedule was run, and then also a linked journal entry for any time NetSuite found expenses to be allocated. Here's an example journal entry, and if you have any approval processes for your journal entries, those can still be used to prevent posting until they have been approved. Thank you for watching this video on NetSuite Allocation Schedules.